Once upon a time, in a small town nestled among rolling hills, there lived a young man named Ethan. He was known for his kind heart and gentle demeanor. One sunny morning, as Ethan strolled through the town square, he pondered the essence of being a good person. Deep in thought, he came up with 3 important things he believed were integral to embodying goodness. Firstly, Ethan realized that being a good person should begin with oneself, rather than seeking validation from others. He understood that true goodness came from within and should be nurtured for personal growth. It wasn't about impressing people or gaining their admiration. It was about aligning his actions with his values, making choices that resonated with his inner compass. By being good to himself, Ethan felt a sense of contentment that radiated outward, touching the lives of those around him. Secondly, he understood that good actions, no matter how small, had the power to bring positivity into his life. Ethan had experienced the uncertainties and challenges that life often presents, but he believed that the kindness he extended to others had a way of returning to him, even if the outcomes were unforeseeable. He saw how his helpful gestures, words of encouragement, and selfless acts rippled through the community, creating a web of goodwill. In turn, he felt the warmth of gratitude and friendship surround him, enriching his own existence. Lastly, Ethan recognized that consistent kindness might sometimes lead to certain people missing out on the opportunity to know him better. He acknowledged that not everyone would appreciate or reciprocate his efforts, and that was okay. It was a reminder that people come from diverse backgrounds, carrying their own burdens and perspectives. Some may be too preoccupied with their own lives to notice the quiet benevolence in his actions. Yet, despite this possibility, Ethan chose to embrace his values and remain true to his compassionate nature. As he walked through the bustling town, Ethan realized that embodying these 3 principles of goodness had a profound impact on his life. He found strength and fulfillment in his self-awareness, the positivity that flowed into his days, and the unwavering commitment to kindness. He understood that by being good for himself and embracing the uncertain outcomes of his actions, he was forging a path of authenticity and personal growth. With a smile on his face and a heart filled with gratitude, Ethan continued his journey, knowing that even if he missed out on some people who failed to recognize his goodness, the world was still full of opportunities to connect with those who shared his values. And in that realization, he felt an overwhelming sense of belonging and purpose. As the sun began to set, casting a golden hue over the town, Ethan couldn't help but marvel at the beauty that unfolded when one person chose to be a good person for the sake of their own growth and the betterment of others. It was a lesson he would carry with him, one that would guide him through the twists and turns of life, illuminating his path and inspiring those who crossed it. The lessons of this story are simple yet profound. Firstly, true goodness begins with oneself, rooted in personal values and self-care, rather than seeking validation from others. Secondly, acts of kindness, regardless of the outcome, bring positivity into one's life and have the power to create a ripple effect in the world. Lastly, consistent kindness may not always be recognized or appreciated by everyone, but it's important to stay true to one's values and embrace the connections that align with them. By internalizing these lessons, we can cultivate authenticity, personal growth, and meaningful relationships, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling and purposeful life.